You gotta keep in mind we didn't have social media back then.
Yeah, that's the catch. Yeah.
So anybody, nobody know who I was, how I looked back then, and we was local beefing, So now with this social media, is the person being like, boy, I got some money on them, and everybody now politicking with one another in different states. Because people hit me up and DM, yo, if you ever pull up in this town, we got you, we're gonna hold you down, we're gonna show you love. That's the same thing with my ops. So I'm pretty sure people hitting them up, yo, we got you. So if Gangsta ever put up in our town to do something, if we announce he doing, we got you, man. We gonna park him.
Man, even saying that, man, you mentioned at the beginning of the interview about, Mr. Marcelo, the whole bruh.
I saw that.
No, I'm saying it was different people from the Calliope in the Magnolia, but he was letting me know like it really wasn't tension because you was already locked up per se, but you talking about like out of town, like people being cool with different people. I was watching an interview recently. I was listening to some people recently where they were saying like some of the dudes, Fulio's friends, was still cool with some of his ops. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly, that's from what I understand. Like kind of blurring the lines. And you was talking about like how some of the people you was beefing with was in you know what I'm saying, the projects, and you really didn't take a liking to that, but you wasn't around. Man, what's your thoughts on that, man? Like, have you ever been cool with an enemy to your friend?
Yeah, that happens a lot. Shout out to Marcelo.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Marcelo, man.
Shout out to Mr. Marcelo. We on the same side of the project. We have our disagreements, me and Marcelo, but I got a lot of respect, love for him. We come up, same area. I was looking at that bruh. I disagree with him with that too. The word where that come from, I disagree with that, but that's just for another time. But that's the homie, and I'm happy to see that he's still, repping that city. What you got that smirk for?
Because I want to know. I remember he was saying, I think somebody with No Limit, the No Limit Street team, yeah.
Like, it's crazy, but it's a dude, he off the Parkway, right? That's where I got Humber. I don't know what you call it, but he off the Parkway, right? Everybody gonna know what I'm talking about from the city. And he used to be a part of the No Limit Street team. And every time he talked to you, he'd be like, bro. And that's actually where I get that bro from. A lot of people, most people in the city kind of know that though. But they know that he was like the first one saying that, like, soon as you'll say something, like he'll have a conversation with you and he'll be like, bro.
No, because I remember in '92 when I come home from juvenile jail, stepping out of presence, be like, bro. And then he switched to, oh, it's cool. So I heard him saying the people around New Orleans, I'm like, nah, man, New Orleans is small, but it's big. So it's like you could have a stepper in the 12th ward right by us, and you live in the 3rd ward and not know him. Never heard of him or nothing, but he just might be doing this thing in his neighborhood, or even further, go further with it, go across the river or downtown. So it's a lot of dudes. The reason why I know a lot of steppers from downtown because I was in the parish with them. Whereas certain people that know you might not know this dude is a cold killer.
What's the parish?
Like we don't have Louisiana, right? The state of Louisiana, we have parish. Like it's gonna be Orleans Parish. Like anywhere else gonna be counties. Like all these counties. Like where you from?
Oh, Tennessee.
Tennessee, right?
Yeah.
So like your county would be what?
My county right now is Davidson.
Davidson County, right?
Yeah.
But if it was in New Orleans, Louisiana, it would be Davidson Parish.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? It has something to do with that Louisiana Purchase stuff and the history.
I thought you were saying like jail or something.
Yeah, that's what our jail is. Orleans Parish. It wouldn't be Orleans County.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? We the only state with parish. So
not to cut you off. I was just for the viewers who may not be familiar.
Right. That's cool. That's a good educational thing. And they could go look it up from there and get in the comments and tell us, yeah, it come from this when they did this. Napoleon had some all this stuff when they sold it to the but I think in Canada they got parish too. But anyway, so you got people from all over. So when I was listening to the homie talk about that, I was like, nah, Marcelo, I don't know that dude. I disagree with that. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I love about my city and my homeboys, like, we all have a voice. Nobody is bigger than the other one, and we're going to disagree respectfully, So Yeah, but I just like the fact that my city, small little country town, people from all over the world love our style,
Man.
love our lingo, love what we do, and I just appreciate it.
Yeah. Do you know? So the population, it has to be like over 100,000 though.
Yeah, we at one time before Katrina, we was at 500,000.
Yeah, I was about to say. So
we
it
had
ain't that small.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. So we had like about 3. That's why I was like, everybody over the city don't know the one man. You know what I'm saying? Well, now with social media, yeah,
It's different.
But you know, back then, like, I don't know. I mean, cause I remember we been saying that stuff. But
Okay, so.
but here's the thing, just for argument's sake, cause I don't want Marcelo trying to jump on me. He's gonna miss the answer right back, Marcelo. But anyway, it's a possible that brother he talking about could have, but I didn't hear from that guy who name he's saying, you know.
From New Orleans,
I had heard it from Stepper, yeah, the homie here, OG, that's in the Fed with life sentence.
That's is that Vamp?
Vamp, right.
He told me that's his OG. That's
That's what I'm saying. I live here on Willows. Marcelo live right down the block from me. Like we stayed right by each other.
And he was saying he was cool with somebody who stayed next to you too, like right next to you. I forgot the name. I'm gonna have to go back and look at the interview. He mentioned somebody's name. It was some dude he said he was tight with that stayed next door to you.
Sweet Pea.
That's who it was. Yeah.
Sweet Pea live out here with me now.
Oh, for real?
When I come home, Sweet Pea's like, bro, I gotta get from out here to this jungle, bro. I gotta get from down here, bro. I'm gonna crash out. I'm like, I say, bro, I'm not hustling no more, bro. I work now. If I let you come out here by me, bro, you got to work. All right, bro, I work. I'm gonna work. Cause see, Sweet Pea mother, I call her my sister. So it's my nephew, right? Sweet Pea like 6'4", in a project, wilding out, slinging that gun. So it's like, bro, you home now, bro. You the only one could get me right. Got him down here, bro. He been out here doing good, working.
That's a blessing.
Yeah, man. Got out the way. I was happy for him because it's like, you know, we all come out that project, and his little brother was killed back there. Sweet Pea little brother. He got a story to tell. He just waiting. You know, I was trying to get him on my podcast, but we live right next door. His mother was a gangster.
His mom.
Yeah, everybody know Cheddar. Yeah.
What's her name again?
Conchetta. Cheddar. We call her Cheddar. Red, tall, fine. Yeah, well, she might, you know, over the days, she might have picked up some weight. I know she's going to cuss me out, but shout out to Darryl, that's her husband. He don't play about it. But, yeah, they stay next door to me. But, yeah, he lost a few family members. Actually, his brother, one of his younger brothers in Angola, just killed a guy in Angola. Listen, let me tell you what's crazy. It's a little youngster that was one of the leaders of the Bird Gang. Something happened with whatever happened with that. So Sweet Pea's brother in Angola met up with this homie. They both out the project, stabbed each other up. Right after that, I had talked with him while he was in the hole. Then some other situations happened recently, and he killed the guy. So
totally different dude.
Yeah, something else happened in Angola. Yeah.
Dang. So in a situation like that adds on to a sentence, right?
Yeah, or maybe it depends if it was self-defense. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I haven't found out yet, but I was going to wait till he made the phone call, let us know what's going on. But yeah, man, I was happy that Sweet Pea made that decision to leave New Orleans and come up here.
Man, I definitely want to ask you during this interview about like your prison experience. I don't feel like we really touched on it too deeply last time, but man, before that, one more thing I want to ask you, man. I ain't really dived too deep in last time related to the whole bruh and the Noya and the Calio. It's a dude named Cutt Boy Boo, Nine Fingers, and also Wango. So you had briefly mentioned you was like me, Hot Bezo, and Blabber was going against the Calio, and you was like, when he had them in there, that's why you took it as disrespect. Why was that? Why in particular were those two of the main people you was warring with from the project?
Yes.
Right, touch on that, man.
I get mad every time I think about that. Yeah, because here's the thing. Marcelo, they had their own crew back then, I know you. Knew my party he did, Rashid, Master P cousin, he used to cut my hair. So one man can't really tell another man, don't have this in the project, you know, because ain't no one man run no project. But if a person ready to go to war for what they believe in, then that's just what it's going to be. But the thing is, like he said, we all were in prison. You know, we was in the Fed doing our federal bid. And I just be ticked off because I'd be like, what I look at is these guys I was really beefing with. Like Boo, Nine Fingers, he's in the Fed with life now. He literally come in my project one morning in a red truck, pickup truck. I had just pulled up. My daughter, mother left. The dude on the corner of my house say, he's a gangster. It's a red truck, man. Be careful. Watch yourself. So I look down the block right by the police substation. The red truck in the long driveway, like hanging out on Willow, waiting to make the turn, right? And I'm looking. So I go get the Mac 9. I said, okay, I'm going to tear it up. Come on down this way. So I guess the truck must have spotted that I spotted it and left. But it caught up. But I always tell my children, mothers, whoever in my Infinity truck, because I was the only one in the city with it at the time, drop the windows down so they could know it's a female in there. See, that's another thing be saying, like, it's different back then from now. These youngsters, I don't care, they got the window down now. We see your mom and other children, and we're going to spray that up, and we're going to make you cry, go to the funeral, we're going to rap, you know what I'm saying? It's different, bro. So, yeah, I tell you, always had the windows down. She had the windows down. And she called me, she said, Terrance, what's up? She said, some ugly boy just pulled up on me in a red truck telling me you lucky you a female, I'll shoot this B up and da-da-da. I said, all right, I know what that was. So when I saw the video, I felt like they was like, bro, we in your hood, like, bro, you know. I saw them just visually, like, they rapping their verse, but it's like, we in your neck. Like, I live literally, like, right down the block, on that same block, Wild Willow, where they shot the video. So I'm like, wow. But it's not like they went back there. I could look at it like this too. My psychological thinking, I could say, okay, well, it's not like they just pull up back there, shot the video. It was back there with some people with a name that, you know, got rights to invite people back there. So that's how I psyched myself up. But that's been so long ago, bro. I reminisce off that stuff because I'm part of that history. Yeah. But for real, bro, I'm free. I'm happy to be free.
No, and I'm not even trying to be on.
But no. I know what you're saying. But let me just say this here. The same guy you just named, Boo, Nine Fingers, right? My son, Bird Gang, his son, Ghost Gang, at war. My son now is in federal jail, in the jail right now, fighting 2 bodies, 2 homicides, and that's one of them, his son, we got the same name. Look how you look. I wish I had a camera to take a picture of your face.
That's crazy.
Yeah, bro, that's
What's
crazy.
What's the odds to that?
Yeah, man. You know what I always say, though? I used to call my son, he said, ride them dirt bike.
It's actually sad, man.
Yeah, I said, boy, what you doing? Nothing, Dad, I'm riding a dirt bike. I said, all right. I come to find out my son, he out the project. He hear all these stories. He just, you know, and I was like, man, wow. And this is my baby boy, so I was like, man. But then I look at like, I'd rather be able to go visit him at the jail than to go visit him at the grave.
Yeah.
You know, so them little young boys, they want to follow the father's footsteps. That's what we left behind.
Did y'all ever patch things up, you and Boo?
No. We never saw each other in prison, none of that. But no, we ain't patched nothing up.
Cause I saw the stuff about you and a dude named T-Dub.
Right.
But so that's the history with him, and I guess Wango was just like one of his right-hand men.
See, Dub, Wango, Nine Finger, Booty, it's a few of them that's still active out there. I'm learning now they get mad when you say their name, which I don't really care, but I'm gonna respect them, you know, to that, not to say certain names because they still alive, they still out, you know. But they had a clique, man. They had a vicious clique. It was a vicious group of killers that ran together. But the thing was, I used to run with them. Like there's a picture on social media now in Mr. B's, you'll see the Cali in there. Randall, Fu, all them in there. Yeah. And you see me amongst them.
And you look super young too, man.
That's what I'm saying. I went to the Fed when I was young. That's why I be telling people now, bro, I'm happy to be free. I'm enjoying all the little things I pay attention to when I'm driving. I'm just enjoying life. Because I was around men half my life. So now I'm out here, all these women, different stuff. I'm just enjoying life, bro. This is a beautiful thing. I don't never want to go back to prison, bro. Now that I got a taste of this, I'm still trying to learn the iPhones. And it's just so much stuff that I've been home 2 years and 5 months. Well, July 3rd be 6 months. But I still have more and more to learn, more and more to see. My PO, they've been allowing me to travel. I just come from Milwaukee a few days ago. they honor me there. They got a prison reform ball out there in Milwaukee.
Oh, shout out to that.
Yeah, they gave me a plaque and a trophy.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. So that was pretty cool. They put me in a nice hotel downtown. So, bro, I'm enjoying life, man. You know, like I say, me and Dub was in the same compound. Me and Boo never got a chance to go to the same compound. So, yeah, of course, I would love to talk to a lot of those guys from back in the day because me and one of the brothers, he's Muslim in Atlanta, we've been trying to come together because he's out the Calio and try to show them that we could bridge this gap and maybe they can. But I also know, you know,
It's a lot of bloodshed too, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you gotta walk like, talk like, shut up all the street lights. But you gotta be careful with that situation because a person will be like, yeah, it's cool, but nah, you hit home. So if I catch you slipping, I'm gonna park you. You know, that's why I always think for me and them. Me moving from New Orleans is one of the best moves I could have made in my life because you go from being a terrorist to, you know, now you're a tourist. And of course, you still got to be careful being a tourist as well because these days they just robbing tourists, they shooting bullets, don't have no names, you know. So you got to know what environment to put yourself in. Where am I going? What? Because first of all, I don't get high, so I ain't popping no pills. I ain't smoking, drinking, none of that. So I'm not gonna be in your neighborhood talking about who got the pills, who got this X, or who got them with the other thing, perks, and I don't have no business in your neighborhood talking about that. You see what I'm saying? So. And if I was on that type of stuff, I'm gonna have somebody to bring that to me. I'm not going to nobody's hood to do that kind of stuff. So with that being said, and then the older I get, the more wise and more mature you get. You know not to. Because here's the thing: in every hood, every city, there's a killer.